Hello. In today's short video, we will try to understand the rules of place of supply of services in context of the UAE law. Although the general rule is very simple, in it we have to look at the location of the supplier, that where is our supplier is located. But since there are some special rules in the supply of services, let's try to understand this with the help of some examples. The place of supply determines which countries VAT applies. UAE VAT applies only when the place of supply is UAE. General rule, as we know that the supplier's location, if the supply services is supplied to the business or individual located in the UAE is the place of supply. For example, a Dubai consultant provides consultancy services to a Dubai client. The place of supply is UAE, and VAT will be charged at the standard rate of 5%. For example, a Dubai designer provides branding services to a Saudi private individuals. The place of supply UAE because recipient outside the UAE, but business to commercial general rules apply. 0% VAT if the recipient is outside the UAE and other export conditions are met. Export of services always be zero rated. A service may be zero rate if the recipient is outside UAE. The recipient is outside UAE when service is performed. The service is not related to UAE immovable property or goods in the UAE. No benefit is received in UAE. These are the conditions for zero rated supply. This is called export of services. For example, a UAE tax consultant advised company in UK. No use of service inside UAE. The place of supply is UAE, and VAT will be charged on 0% because services are exported to outside the UAE. Another example, a UAE software company develops software for US company. The place of supply is UAE, and the enjoy of the services will be outside the UAE, hence the services will be considered at export and 0% rate will be applied. Now special rules come when service related to real estate. If the service relates to real estate, the place of supply is where the property is located. For example, property valuation in Dubai for a client, for UK client. The place of supply will be UAE because the property is located in the UAE, hence 5% standard rate of VAT will be applied. Another example, architectural design for UAE building client in Pakistan, because it relates with the immovable property or real estate property that is located in the UAE, hence the services will be supplied at the standard rate of 5%. Services related to goods for services physically performed on goods located in UAE, place of supply is UAE. For example, a Dubai workshop prepare goods for an Iranian customer. The goods are in UAE, hence the place of supply will be UAE and VAT will be charged at the rate of 5% standard rate. Example, the Iranian customer import goods prepared and re-export, the place of supply will be UAE unless zero rating applies under special re-export rules. Place of supplies in terms of telecommunication, electronic and broadcasting services, the place of supply is where the service is used or enjoyed. An example, an Indian restaurant buys a UAE streaming services and watches inside UAE. The point of sale will be UAE and the standard rate 5% will be applicable. Another example, UAE Telecom sales services to UAE resident staying abroad. The place of supply where used outside the UAE, no UAE VAT will be applicable because the services is enjoying outside the UAE. In context of events, culture, and education sports, the place of supply is where the event is held. Example, training services conducted in Dubai for Japanese client, the place of supplies will be UAE and the standard rate 5% will be applicable. Another example, conference held in Saudi, UAE organizers, the place of supply is Saudi and no UAE VAT will be applicable subject to some other conditions like intra-GCC transactions. But that is not our topic, so we will talk about the GCC transactions later on. Governmental use, if services are used to foreign government but used in UAE, the place of supply is UAE. For example, UAE company provides project management to Saudi government for UAE project. The place of supplies will be UAE and the standard rate 5% will be applicable. So here is a summary. Type of services, normal services, place of supply where the supplier is resident or the recipient location, usually 5%. Export of services, UAE. The place of services will be UAE, but 0% rate will be applied because services will be considered as export. Real estate, where the property is located, and if the property is located in the UAE, the 5% standard rate will be applicable. Services on goods, where the services are located, if the services or goods are located in UAE, the 5% standard rate will be imposed. Telecommunication or e-services, where use are enjoyed, and it's on depend. And cultural or educational events, where events has occur. If it is occur in UAE, the standard rate 5% will be applied. Here's a quick practical case. UAE consultant provide the consultancy services to UK business. It will be considered as export and 0% will be applied. UAE architect, building located in UAE, customer is from UK because the building is located in the UAE, hence 5% standard rate will be applied. Case 3, where UAE mechanic repairs car of Saudi customer in UAE because goods are available in the UAE and the standard rate 5% will be applicable on it. Case 4, UAE online services, customer uses outside the UAE, hence the recipient is, the location of the recipient is outside the UAE, hence no VAT will be applicable in context of telecommunication. Case 5, UAE coach conduct training program in Dubai for German client because the program is conducted in the UAE, hence the place of services in UAE, so 5% VAT will be applicable. In next video, we will try to understand the Emirates-wide place of supplies to compute the VAT liability Emirates-wide in next video. Thank you.